Hey, Tim. Yeah, Jim. You got your finger on the trigger there? Hey, I'm not touching you, baby. No, Tim. Are you ready to blow those people down there away?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, are we gonna blow them away?
We are waiting for permission to blow those people away. Do we know for sure these are bad people? Not at all, Tim. In fact, I happen to know these people will later prove to be innocent. You might say they will prove to have been innocent. They will prove to have been innocent? Don't you wonder about this? Yeah, Jim, I do. When I'm not killing Muslims all over the world, I'm thinking to myself, what we're doing here is a kind of an aerial form of mass murder, don't you think? Yeah, Tim, those poor people can't even see this helicopter. They have no idea that death, that instantaneous death at the hands of the Democratic administration of Barack Obama is about to blow them away. This can't be good for our karma. Do you believe in karma, Tim? Let's hope not, Jim. Okay, we're go. Start killing. Woo-hoo! Ladies and gentlemen, we're now killing Muslims all over the world in the name of the United States. Thank you, Barack Obama. Oh, it was nothing. Hey, I'm in my second term. A second verse, just like the first. Are you posing as a professor again, Perry? Had to shoot him twice. Okay, well, we're living in a gun-obsessed moment in U.S. history on January 24th, 2013. And I am a drone-obsessed guy looking at a gun-obsessed world from the viewpoint that they're both horrible. What a life for me. Aww. They're both going great guns, so to speak. Or droning on, so to speak. I'm sorry. Droning on. Hey, I'm having fun with you. We're living a time when, this like super secret science fictional drone thing is just going on and on and on and on like a horrible, nightmarish, all-night party. It goes on and on. Under a Democrat, I don't see why you can get over that. Under a Democrat, who knows? You see, among other things, it's like secret beyond ever before. I don't know. You know how our government loves secrets. We have a government obsessed with secrets, and at the same time, with like counting our keystrokes. Those bastards are counting my keystrokes. They're probably watching this show as I record it. I disapprove of a couple of things that just have so much money, ouch, and so much power, ooh, and in all seriousness, the big power behind it, particularly the drones. If you're criticizing drones, you are speaking truth to the real power. That was pretty dramatic. I think it's safe to say the U.S. and the world is still somewhat reeling. These are tumultuous times, but we are somewhat reeling from the massacre at Newtown, where children were massacred by just a guy with a gun, a crazy guy, in this case with a gun. And the United States has faced what Australia and England faced before, the crying need to crack down on the guns, which does not come from a despot or at least not only a despot, it comes from the people of democratic nations who, for the most part, are not gun guys. Don't forget, gun guys around these parts are basically a minority of white males. Not exclusively. I'm generalizing. Yes, there are pro-gun people of all stripes, but I'm just saying it's just mostly a white guy phenomenon. Will you get that to your head? Or do I have to crush your head? Or my own head? Ah!
I like to do that. I'm sorry.
Hey, yo, here's how much of their own reality the gun guys live in. That's why you can't tell them much. Okay, you don't have to laugh. That's why I have my little audience. As you probably know, it is the gun guy position, the pro-gun position, gun rights position, you know what I'm talking about, that the whole reason that we have the Second Amendment, and they would say the whole reason we have the right to bear arms, which I totally dispute. Okay. Let's get that straight up front. I totally dispute that there is a right to bear arms. Don't you get it? If there were a right to bear arms, we could all own nukes. We can't. That's because, as Perry Logan, as I like to say, the right to bear arms died a natural death as a result of the Industrial Revolution. Let's hear it for the Industrial Revolution. Yay! As I was saying, they say, the gun guys say, the whole reason we have the Second Amendment is so that we can rise up against a tyrannical government. That's it. You know, you've heard that one. You live in America, that's probably all you've heard. But I don't think it's true, baby. I'm pulling your leg. Feels good, doesn't it? This is my dirty old man moment. I want to take the idea that we were meant to be armed so as to be able to fight off a tyrannical government. I want you to take that literally. It's like, if that's true, as some guys argue, some pro-gun folks argue, we should be able to own military weapons, all manner. I guess. I don't know, tactical nukes. This is one of the more mind-boggling projections of the assumption, don't you see? I think I'm doing a kind of a reductio ad absurdum. I think I'm taking an idea to its furthest extreme to show its irrationality. It's not a logical fallacy, it's a logical technique that I am using, okay? Just to let you know. But if you take the idea that we really are, oh yes, literally, supposed to be able to fight off the U.S. Army now. Come on, gun guys. May I suggest that going up, gun guys, even you should be able to figure out that going up against the baddest military machine the planet has ever seen is a bad career move. It's dumb even for a gun guy whom you can't tell anything. Look, you can always tell a gun guy. You can always tell a gun guy, but you can't tell him much. So we're laughing. Some of you are not laughing hysterically. This is the part of the show where everyone laughs hysterically. Oh, listen, I think this Second Amendment was passed specifically to preserve slavery. How's that for a shocker? No, Perry's morphed into one of his favorite altars. The real purpose of the Second Amendment was to preserve slavery. It was put there so the southern states could form militias to quash slave rebellions. Hi, this is Jefferson Davis. I just wanted to back Perry up here. This is Jefferson Davis. Geez, I thought maybe I'd have a little cred with the gun guys. You know what I'm saying? Yahoo! Yahoo! Yeah, that's right, it's me. Well, Jefferson Davis, I'm kind of on the rack in hell, but never mind. Kind of on the rack in hell. I don't want to go into it. Has to do with secession being treason, I guess. The Second Amendment really was put there so the southern states, that's me, could form militias to quash slave rebellions, i.e., guns represent slavery, not freedom. Ask the Buddha.
This is the Buddha. No, this is the Buddha. No, this is the Buddha. 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 Not at all. This is the Buddha. Verily it is written in the heavens, so say I. Perry Logan's satiric version of the Buddha, meant in no way to demean the noble Buddhist religion. Guns, my friend, represent slavery, not freedom. Guns have been linked with racism from the very start. And don't you understand the logical conclusion? No! No, oh Buddha! What is the logical conclusion? I will tell you, funny little man, and then I will shoot you. Don't you see? If the Second Amendment was put into place to preserve slavery, it must be repealed immediately. That was brilliant. If the Second Amendment, as the historians tell us, was put into place to preserve slavery, that's the truth, then the Second Amendment must be repealed immediately. But try to tell a gun guy that. Come on, laugh enough. Bob? That's my director. If there's anyone alive out there, I guess you people at home are okay, huh? You are okay, aren't you? Thanks for watching. Just a minute. Have to have a word with my director. I'm sorry, this will all be edited out, so I guess I needn't be telling you this. Okay. Bob, replacement audience, please. Okay, fun's fun. You are watching a show which I affectionately call You Can Always Tell a Gun Guy, but you can't tell him much. Oh no you don't, Perry. Profound, deep, profound, worthy of an Oscar, you know. That's my show. Could you take a moment to notice that until I came along, the only people talking about gun confiscation were the pro-gun people? Notice that sometime, okay? You know that pro-gun people have got confiscation on the brain, to say the least.
You can make them pee their pants by saying certain words. Gun guys, cover your ears. I'm about to say a certain word, which, if you hear it, will cause you to. The word is confiscate. I said confiscate. We're gonna confiscate the guns. Okay, just shaking it up. And I am doing some of this quite deliberately, you understand. First of all, because it's fun. Because these guys have always got their panties in a wad. They've always got a bee in their bonnet. About confiscation. And I couldn't help but notice that the first thing that other lefties, but me, do is say that they are totally for the Second Amendment as the gun guys interpret it. Pretty much. You get, in other words, kind of a total craven caving, a kind of a all too typical liberal, lefty, progressive, I hate to say it, okay? I'm the mayor of this goddamn town, okay? I'm the mayor of Prague City. And I have to say that, you know, the lefty attitude in the U.S. is, oh, I don't know, you could call it craven, I'm sorry. Most lefty conversations about guns start with people telling you how many guns they have. These are lefties, you know. What kind of woosy lefties are those? Why are you starting with their premises? You guys are worse negotiators than Obama. And I say that advisedly. A worse negotiator than me? Hi, Perry. Yes, Obama. You're known for your lousy deals. In my way of thinking, Obama, though I love him like a brother, likes to go behind closed doors and give our stuff away. Okay, never mind. Here, I'm imploding. Ah! But I'm not going to beat up on my fellow lefties because, of course, the truth is that we live in the biggest pressure cooker of propaganda. In the USA, I don't know. If there's a worse place, let me know. For propaganda purposes, you know, don't get me started on why. Well, okay, I'm started. It's because we kind of gave it over to the corporations who proved to be just into propaganda. Our media is owned by the corporations, and you know, the entertainment is over there. You know, some of it I like. But the news over there, the news on the corporate media is bad news, is what the corporations want you to hear. Now, who would have thought that having the news media controlled by corporations would result in us hearing only what the corporations wanted us to hear? That's just so silly. Ladies and gentlemen, we have entered a gun guy's brain, and now we understand why you can always tell a gun guy, but you can't tell him much. That was rude. It's because there's just so many files you can't access. Perry doesn't give the gun guys any ground on any of their claims. Since the Second Amendment was put in place, not so that citizens could arm themselves against the tyrannical government, but to preserve slavery. Now there's a file that gun guys just can't access. All patriotic Americans must agree that an amendment to the Constitution that was specifically passed to preserve slavery must be repealed immediately to be replaced with a woman's God-given right to abortion. Yee-hoo!
that I had a lute? I said,
Would that I had a lute on which I might play the variegated songs of our time.
here is your lute, sire.
Thank you, funny-looking little guy. Let the show begin. As you can tell, I like to do this. Because you see, continuing this business of extending their own ideas, you'll notice that the pro-gun folks also think that they should be uninhibited in like where they take the weapons. They just quite frankly want to take their weapons everywhere, and this is increasingly has become the trend until the recent massacre, which like the gun guys regard as an inconvenience and which is such a big boon for the gun companies. Doesn't it creep you out just a little bit? Like the sounds of distant children playing. Doesn't it kind of creep you out? The massacre of children is the worst, it's just not funny. The worst atrocity ever is like feeding a gun-buying frenzy. It really is. It's like, does it make you comfortable and happy to have these ghoulish people and these ghoulish corporations living next door to you? Posing as our friends and neighbors, but you see, packed and ready to go. And let's hope they don't lose their temper. Let's hope they don't get drunk or stoned. Let's hope they don't have an argument. Let's hope the children don't find out where the guns are hidden. Something children love to figure out. This is even when other gun guys, crazy guys, aren't killing the children because the guns are so easy to get. You see, the only answer is total and all-out riotous gun confiscation coming not from the hand of a dictator. Give me a break. If Obama were a dictator, he'd be getting something done. Yay! Other than killing Muslims all over the world. That's what we're doing. We're killing Muslims all over the world. We're just doing it with like ultra super creepy secrecy. I just flip out over it. And I think to myself, wow, if I criticize them, the whole U.S. government, what if they notice me? What if they notice this little show? You know, if they accuse you of being a terrorist, it's all over. No, I'm not laughing either. It's January 24th, 2013. And we really did morph, I guess that would be a good word for it. The U.S. morphed into, I'm not kidding, a bona fide police state, a bona fide 100% Alex Jones style. Just like Alex Jones, minus the ruling elite that worship Moloch and can live forever. Or the AIDS viruses that infect the corn. You really said that? But never mind. Jefferson Davis. Did you know that I instituted gun control? Somebody tell Alex Jones I, Jefferson Davis, instituted gun control. Basically, all governments institute gun control, not because they're all tyrants, not me, not any of us, but because the people demand it. Gun guys cannot get this through their thick heads. I'm talking to you, Alex Jones.
Talking to me? The government did it. The government did it. I'm not in this show. I'm not in this show.
Great dismount there.